Uh, hello. I may be 6 minutes late, but that is okay. It's it's close enough. Okay, let me set up my things. And everyone's kind of late today, so I don't know if I'm gonna just wait for them or start anyways. But we will see. I'll wait I'll give them 5 minutes to roll in. And if they take longer than that, then I'm starting without them, okay? I want to play more and I am not willing to wait super duper long. Okay, wait, let me move. Do a little bit of setup. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. There. Let me make sure I did my stiff. Okay, close. I hope I did the right thing. Okay, we're just gonna wait for a little bit. Alternatively, I can just start right now. Let me do I might make the in-game voice acting louder because it was kind of quiet when I was looking back on it, and it's already maxed out. Okay, let me look at the levels. We can make the BG SFX a little lower, and then we can make the overall game louder. I think that should be good. Okay. I hope that saved my changes. Okay. Wow, that's very punctual. You know what? I'll just catch them up. Man, I'm gonna start. Kind of boring me just sitting here. Okay, they're both the same. Wow. Chapter select. Oh, it got louder. Let me change it again. We do 9? Or maybe 8. Okay, we'll do 8. I want to take a little peek at my extras in the meantime. Oh boy, artwork gallery. Where do you get artwork from? Sound guy, movie, event. Okay. Why are they so slow? Maybe I should just I'll come back to stream when they decide to show up. Wow, making this awkward for me. Let me think. I'll loiter a little bit more. Okay, you know what, YOLO, I'm doing it. I can just catch them up. They already know. They know more than I do, to be honest. When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? I'm gonna touch the sword again. The gold coating on this replica sword comes off at the slightest touch. I better be careful. I feel like that's foreshadowing. I'm gonna use that in a little liar trial.
Sorry.
Oh man, I miss Kay. Now I'm gonna have to voice it by myself. I'm really sorry to come by so late. Saika. Why Saika? Yes, Solo. Cause everyone died. Saika, what are you doing out so late? I feel like I read that. Oops. That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. Wait, Carrie, how's the volume? Is it too loud? My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
Oh, it was kind of loud. I'm turning it down. Sound settings, wrong one. Volume mixer. We'll do 7. I don't know. It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decides to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't specifically say which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But 2 people sharing one room is... you know... Thank you, it's strange for the follow. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... ... If you don't mind, can we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? How far in the game am I? I'm chapter 1. Nothing bad has happened yet. So basically, I'm in the beginning. Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then. Yeah, it's okay. We're at the very beginning, so you did not miss much. In that case, then. Ding dong, bing bong. Okay, nighttime. Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic. ...
Huh? Hey, aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way to her face. Thank goodness. It looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another word expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it, no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open, no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sai gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. Looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good, there's nobody here. Making sure no one was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. Oh boy. Her bed sheets are pink. So this is Sayaka's room. It doesn't really look any different from mine. Smells nice though. Little creeper. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help but take a quick peek. That's... Without any doubt about it, it was the DVD with her name on it that we found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. The bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Weirdo. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. Anything else? Okay. My room came with a toolkit, but Saika had a sewing kit just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Saika would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself into Saika's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Saika's scent. Ugh. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Oh, I don't know what to do for Mokuma's voice. I don't want to fry my voice anymore. So we're just we'll read him normally. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop we call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Thank you, Monokuma. Yeah, they're just gonna breathe in galaxy dust.
Good morning, get ready.
Good morning, Monokuma. I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes slowly. I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Saika's room. I just remember I promised to eat a breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. Left Saika's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the first one here this morning. Hey, good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. Figured out everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. The ones who showed up a little late. Yo. Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well,
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. With a more relaxed sense of time, most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
my bad, my bad.
My bad guy slipped right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late?
Yo.
Oh, I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yes, Aka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Saika in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late.
What?
What's going on? Did something happen? No. Hey man, have you seen Saika? Why would I have? Wait. Okay, I didn't read that right. I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget our breakfast promise?
However,
Oh, I got this. Wait, I need to deliver a dead hand Kirigiri. I got this, and she always had her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. Which one's Yasuhiro again? I forgot. I'm still not familiar with the names. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Saika stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, oh, someone went crazy. Oh, the relaxed guy. The chill guy. Yeah, he does look like he just rubs his hair on a balloon. The room had been completely transformed. What the hell? This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Saika? Probably dead. Goodbye, Saika. There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. Gave it to Saika when we traded rooms. Looks like the lint roller has way less sheets than it used to. More importantly, where's Saika? This is the replica store. Okay, it's the same one. There's slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where's Saika? Okay, you're gonna keep telling, asking where Saika is. The bed's been damaged too. Okay, is that... This is display stand the sword was on. More... Okay. Let's go inside. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. ... Oh, goodbye, Saika. Wait, how'd she got stabbed with a knife instead of the sword? It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. Hello? Hi, Carrie. You should have told me that you joined because I can't. I need to move your thing out of my face. You can be on my shoulder. Cause I don't see Discord. You have to use Twitch chat or else I don't have Discord up. And then ... Everything went black.
Girl.
Hello.
Hey, chat.
There's no point in saying hey chat. You can say people by name because I don't have that big of an audience to say chat.
Oh wait. You have to
What do I have to do?
switch back to Discord because I can't hear you on Discord.
You can't hear me on Discord?
No, I can hear you. I can only hear you because I have your stream open.
You can hear doubles. Okay, wait, let me take a little peek. Really? I thought it worked last time. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Oh
Carrie?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, I mute your stream now because it was confusing me.
Okay. Well, now Saika's dead. Goodbye, Saika.
Oh yeah, I was so mad. I was just joined your stream because I was like watching it while I was walking home. But yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't make it. I wanted to make it back before Sayaka died.
You're
so,
almost on time.
Were you so surprised? Were you so
No.
Bikarishka?
No.
No.
I she's like my she's like my
They're-
only spoiled one that I knew she was gonna die first. The rest is like I don't know who dies. Goodbye, trophy wife. When I
You
opened
didn't
my
like her anyways. You were like against her. You never even gave her that bouquet of flowers.
yeah, what's the point of giving her a bouquet if she's gonna go and die?
That is,
Oh.
you didn't know that she was going to die.
She's a waste of resources.
OMG.
When I
You gave to Byakuya.
Yeah, I'm investing. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remember seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. ... Ah, yo. Hey, wait, I need a... Ah,
Oh my
you're
God,
awake,
we have to
finally. Are you
split
okay?
the voice lines now.
Yeah.
So sad. I think Kay's joining in a bit, so we'll have our usuals.
Yeah, the squad. Also, was your voice volume fine when you were hearing doubles?
Oh yeah, it was fine.
Okay. Now's not the time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh?
You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise, considering what happened.
What happened? Grah! Hey, are you okay? So, was it a dream?
It wasn't a Yume.
What I saw? It was real? That's right, it really did happen. Saika is dead.
Dun dun dun!
A deep, dark despair
No.
worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running.
He's running. Where you going?
Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Saika is. If Saika is.
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Saika is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us,
Why?
man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what's good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Saika, she's dead.
No.
Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was gone.
Calm down.
Literally nobody else cares besides her.
He's like,
or
oh my
besides
god,
him.
Saika, my first friend.
My assistant.
She finally
my
noticed
assistant.
me. And now she's
one
gone.
assistant less. Wait,
Yeah.
how many days is it in?
I think this is like fourth day? Third
Oh
day?
really?
I think it's fourth or fifth.
Oh, I mean, you didn't play a lot, right? You just kind of started.
Yeah, he just left the room and then Saika was like, oh my god, someone tried to break in. Let's switch rooms. And Makoto was like, okay. And then they switched. And then
okay.
and then she did not show up for breakfast and then she's dead.
I see.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why?
Oh, I guess I could take over some of the roles. I'm
Yeah.
just like, you read every other
You could
role
be
besides
Toko-chan.
mine. Okay. Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
Oh, he looks so shy in this pose.
yeah, he is. He's so shy.
So,
So kawaii.
I'm the one who convinced them. I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says.
Yeah, that's better.
We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to divide him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. ... You want to be Makoto?
Oh, I guess I could.
You can just read him
Why
in normal voice.
Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
I would never do that. If anything, or if you can believe anything, you can believe that.
I forgot how his voice sounded like.
He's a vocal cord destroyer.
I forgot how he sounded like. He's here again. These are all my voice.
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
Who killed her?
come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you.
Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Saika. Don't be
Oh,
stupid.
you're
That's
Makoto now?
it's okay. You're doing Monokuma, and
Oh, okay.
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to get a... Wait. You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
you're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope. Nope. Sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact.
Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It's amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough.
Stop talking.
Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
Poo poo poo. Oh, poo 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 hoo hoo hoo.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey, come on now.
You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun.
The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready, kids? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained to you before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it.
Oh, he's British now.
Everyone's turning British.
No, it's the curse.
Which naturally means you have a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin.
Class trial?
Yup, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
do trial, you'll have to
Oh,
present
they look like
your
Persona.
argument.
Oh,
Who you think the black
thank
is.
God he's speaking.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Imagine giving him a drunken Scottish accent, though. I don't
I
even know
think-
how that works.
I think Carrie already struggles with two accents. Her regular one
Monoc.
and British.
My British accent like bleeds through all my other voices.
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Wow, thank you.
Well,
So, what exactly is the punishment you keep talking about?
No. Well, to put it simply, it's execution.
Execution?
what?
And by execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper
He's-
plane in a
He's real happy about it.
He look crazy.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it right, if we get it wrong, all of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a late judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
A new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Am I Junko?
You can be Joko.
Okay.
Wait! Hold a second!
Let me readjust something.
Was that good?
No, I need to fix my
Like pause. She
my
doesn't sound right.
tracking. That does not like sense. Try again.
Do it again. You just like stay silent.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that? Eh? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up! Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I don't.
Don't be selfish!
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first.
as he said that, he came charging at us, although it was a little more than a waddle. But then...
Greh.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
She read the line.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help
Panty censor.
me,
I'm surprised they censored it,
Gunyear.
considering.
The F word.
Oh my god,
God, they
goodbye,
killed her.
Junko.
No.
She's already gone. Junko-chan.
Jingo-chan. Well, at least I don't have to voice her anymore. What? Oh wait, it's okay. She's voicing.
Supposed to. Why?
I can't believe that she.
Me?
She's tweaking out a little. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What?
I wasn't expecting her to just die. I thought she
Yeah,
was
that
gonna
was-
be here. For
That was like a little anticlimactic to like.
she's just dead. She's on the floor in the back.
That's not
What
fair
the-
though, cause like the other guy tried to kill Monokuma and he lived.
Because
He didn't get any second chances. Rest in peace, Junko.
yeah.
I don't.
I like this. I like this emote. Leon has like the funniest emotes.
I know.
This can't be real.
No way!
Now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now
It's
you see
kill
the
or
power
to
of
be
the
killed.
Find me, and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
He's like laughing and talking at the same time. Hey, don't take my cookies. Don't take my cookies.
I don't want to take your cookies.
Close the door and don't come back. Why are you standing in the middle there, man? Why are you loitering?
Dot.
Crickets. Yeah, she's so fun and now she's gone.
Oh yeah.
Why her her pigtails
They literally-
shriveled up?
I feel like they're like a little too. They like underreacted for this. No.
They're like, oh. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. And an unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I've seen the moment someone's life has come to an end.
Well, no.
No. Nobody here could deny what they've seen. Junko, who just until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died! She's been murdered! In simple terms. Okay, Makoto.
Okay.
We
Makoto.
get it.
Makoto fake deep.
Yeah.
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race.
Junko died as in a human stopped breathing.
Did you guys know that Junko died?
I did not know that Junko died. Did you know that someone who was our friend died?
Do you know that she is dead?
Okay.
It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic. It's not like when you die, you don't really die. Oh my god. If you die in this game, you die in real life. This is reality. If you die in reality, you die in real life.
It's sort of online. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something?
I changed my mind.
He's so goofy.
He's like looking away, like
He's
pondering.
so shy. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time. Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on! Who do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyways, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it
It's the Monokuma file.
the
Thank you,
Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing. He talks too much. And my voice hurts doing his voice. So I'm gonna read it naturally. So
Okay.
you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and the cause of death.
He's like turned professional now.
He got tired. He's like, I'm sick of playing games.
What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so you know who killed Sayaka?
Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Yeah, no more
He
Mr.
turned on
Nice
his
Monokuma.
customer service voice. Yeah.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it to your best shot.
Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while.
And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Chico's dead body.
No, literally though,
Going
he's
cold there
just
right in
gonna
front
leave
of
her
us.
there. He's just gonna.
She's
they're
just
gonna leave her
chilling.
there. Like it must
No.
be so stinky.
Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course.
Oh yeah, and there's two dead bodies now.
Yeah. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst kind of situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not to trust is, of course, up to you.
Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
Saying stuff like that is just...
How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
that's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't,
Freeze.
we're all going to die here.
Hello.
Oh
I'm
boy.
back. I'm triviaing.
Come back from triviaing.
Thank
Did
I
you
mean-
win the trivias?
I got second place.
Damn.
So
the first
close.
loser.
Did you get any prizes?
I did. I got a free cookie.
Yay!
Woohoo! Yippee!
Wait, Carrie,
Okay.
can you speak? Can you speak for
Huh?
me?
Hello.
What's up?
Okay. I might make Carrie a little louder.
Yo. Okay.
Okay, can you speak?
Hello. It is me.
Okay, never mind. I'll turn you back down, Carrie.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Key.
Hello.
Where are we? What are I?
Okay, so
Oh my god, Saika died.
Saika died in the bathroom.
Juko died.
And then Junko died.
No,
I thought
voice her final moments.
she was gonna
Yeah.
be around here longer. I did not know she
No, Juko
Surprise.
died.
unceremoniously dead.
He dies pretty early, man.
I'm glad you liked my Byakuya tribute. Yes, we have we got
So now I can,
two
I can call
viewers.
you guys chat again. Because before it was not considered chat for some reason. Even though
No,
I said chat.
It's like, there's only two people. You might as well say
but
them by
it's still
name.
chat.
Okay. Now it's Carrie Street. Okay, wait, did you read your line, Kay?
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back right straight on the roll. She was like waiting for you.
Go ahead, wage slave, man. Okay.
You're
Because
back on the
if we
clock.
don't, we're all going to die here.
She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so
She's back to being British.
My influence, no.
so no. So we have no choice but to move forward.
It's okay, she's gonna be just British now.
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have?
No way in hell am I letting someone kill me.
Slave.
Alright, damn it. Damn with two M's. Let's do it. I mean, let's do this.
Do it.
That's a little too fruity.
We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment.
What?
They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength.
They're
But
just
they're
like,
right.
chanting in a circle. Let's do it.
We just have to do this. No matter how
We
much
have
we
to
don't
do
want
this.
to, we have no choice.
Nike commercial.
Just do it.
Just do it.
If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there's something I need to find out. I had to know why Saika had to die. She was the weakest link. That's why she died.
She was too idle.
Why she had to be the one.
She was too submissive.
Yeah. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
They're just standing over her dead body.
They're just chilling.
Hugo.
I
Why are
gently
you putting your
placed.
fucking hand on her body?
I touched her. Lost her dead corpse.
She's
Yes.
like so bloody too. Like it's like all over the floor. Like I can't
They're just
imagine.
like, careful not to step on her.
Yeah, it's like,
Like, what are you
like
expecting?
ew, wipes on pants.
I gently placed my hand on Juko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse. Like the dude in the movie. I don't know about you, Makoto, but she looks pretty dead to me.
Yeah, because she could totally still be alive from that.
Makoto is like not very taking this very seriously right now.
She really is dead.
Oh,
Okay,
can you
Makoto.
tell? Does he know? It
I-
zooms in on her bloody, lifeless body.
I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Just wait a second.
Guys, where's the cameras?
She's dead. Yo. Then that means. Oh wait, I literally predicted her. That means everything's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real.
He got the mind break face.
Oh yeah, he's a psychic, right? He knew it was gonna happen.
Well, he's not a good psychic.
Yeah.
Let me out of here!
Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody Tasquete!
What's your problem?
Okay.
Just him accepting that.
Alright, first things first. Yeah, another mind break. We need to hurry up and find out who the culprit is. Okay, thank you for your insight.
If we find out who did it... why is he British now? I mean, he does look British. Then only that person dies! But if we get it wrong... Didn't we read this already?
Okay, it's okay there.
So stupid.
What the heck?
I think we just we have to collect the Kirigiri.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene.
What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you're the culprit, what's the first thing that you do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in the position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you!
Fine. Fine. Fine.
She's a crisis moment.
And I'll stay here on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. I did it.
Two-player co-op face defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Am I just talking to everyone? Or am I leaving? Hi, Hifumi. ... Hifumi?
Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
Yuck.
what should I do?
Someone go away from your state.
Hey, she's like hiding. I can't click her.
I'm so scared.
She's so skinny.
She must be so shocked that she can't even open her mouth to talk.
Let me out of here!
Come on, man. Let me out of here. Okay, that's what Ali's gonna say. Maybe talk to Kirigiri again.
Anyway,
We're going to find out who the killer is,
Okay.
because if we don't, we're all going to die here.
Okay, thank you for your input.
Slay.
Okay, maybe you leave.
Thanks, girl boss.
just a second.
Hold on. Stop.
Huh?
Before
What?
we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe
What-
talk to
Maybe talk to the
The-
bodyguards? I don't know. I guess we'll keep talking to everyone. Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
what bear?
Monokuma.
Oh.
I guess you're right.
Did you forget it already? We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Wait, talk to Ishigami again.
Who's Ishigami again?
Is that his name?
Oh, I did not
No.
talk to
The one on
Celeste
the
yet.
right.
Oh,
Hey, who's
Ishitaka?
Ishitaka.
Who?
The one on the right.
Screaming
Oh,
guy?
on the right?
Yeah.
We already talked to him.
Ishimaru.
Ishimaru.
Oh, I haven't talked to Aoi or Celeste.
Wait, I was so close.
Ishigami.
Ishigami's from
Nowhere.
Ishigami's from, I think Ishigami's
He's from your mind
Love's War.
palace.
No way.
Okay, I'll talk
Yeah,
to Aoi.
he's from
and
Love's
then
War.
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead. Okay, now we talk to Celeste.
Heh. So you finally noticed.
That's what?
This makes me so funny. This time I noticed it. Huh? Notice what?
I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, thanks for joining, Strange.
Yeah, have a good night.
And night.
Good night.
Did I read this?
No.
No.
Oh. Oh. What are you talking about?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's room.
Well, she's
Oh, she's right.
that couldn't be.
All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me.
Hold on a second. You got it all wrong.
Just for one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth.
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? But I'm just your average guy. How could I kill someone?
How I'm not like ultimate murderer.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
Why do you didn't know?
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck.
With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going
Goodbye.
too. Wow, so cool. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head out to the scene of the crime.
Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this here is right now and they think of destroying that evidence,
Fucking dead.
they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I'll fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? I didn't do something like that.
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
this is very
It was you.
I tell you, it wasn't me.
Don't be close. You kill me next.
Well, I guess I want her to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Did he explain why he was in there or she was in there in the first place?
Well, that was the
Crazy
part. That was the
shit.
part I played. Cause she was someone was like trying to get into her room at like.
No, yeah, but like, did he tell them or no?
No.
Bro.
I think he did say that he switched rooms because she was scared.
Oh.
But they're like, lol, I don't really care. Yeah, you killed her.
Okay. Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Oh my god. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting his fucking face much from you anyway. I think it's the duck lips that do it for me. Alright, I guess I better get going. It's like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, what's she gonna do when she's on her period? Toko blacks out on the toilet. Dies.
Oh yeah. Maybe she doesn't get periods.
No, she's a skinny legend.
She looks like she has anemia, bro.
But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. I have to kill someone. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution
Whoa.
is execution.
Okay, thank you.
Electric chair.
Okay, thank you. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? We have to find the imposter. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and there was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice.
Nice.
She's gonna just
She's
sit. No,
still
no, I'm
nobody's
gonna.
clean
We're
her
just gonna
out.
leave her there.
I mean, what
Yeah,
else
they
is
like
supposed to do?
I'm gonna touch her again. I was kidding.
Is that enough?
She really is dead, BT dubs.
Are you gonna help them investigate Hero?
Oh, sorry. Are you gonna help them, investigation hero?
But I can't leave Junko here. I feel so sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
The only one who cares.
Yeah.
What a good friend.
Oh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
Begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me.
In the anime, Mondo puts his
Don't
coat
care
on top of
who
her
it is.
body,
Just get me out of here.
and now he doesn't care. He just lets her sit. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. He's going through it. Okay, let's go.
Awesome.
Trying to investigate.
Leave. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Can draw coatless sprite. they don't have that much budget.
They look so posted up. Look at them.
I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might
Damn,
reveal something.
it looks fucked up, dude. There's the katana.
Oh man,
the
why it have to
floor.
be in my room?
You shouldn't let a stranger in.
Now
Any
he
danger for
can permanently sleep in her room.
Yeah, and he can keep commenting on how nice it smells.
Yeah.
There are scratches and gouges on my walls in my bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? No. They're just playing. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Yeah, Makoto.
That would not have been possible. I mean, possible.
Huh?
Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely separate. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. ...
Nice.
Nice. Katana.
Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I didn't actually look at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you touch it a little bit. Okay, more truth bullets. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly.
We've already had this conversation, Makoto.
I mean, you guys weren't here.
No, like in the beginning, we was like, wow, my name is on the key. It was
Aw.
mine.
It must be my room key. My name is on
that's
that
right.
thing. It must be my thing.
It's crazy.
Epic.
Okay.
No.
When we switched rooms, we switched... Okay. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could
Blom, blom,
Saka
blom.
have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. No, the same goes for you, Saka, no matter who it is. Okay. Okay, don't open it. Lol. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Psycho was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Okay. Oh, there's more struggle signs. Okay. Oh, ow. Notepad? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay.
No.
Huh? Look
I
at the
mean,
lid roller. Looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Saika see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little?
Damn, bitch, you was like this.
Did you check the bed yet?
Oh no. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I don't know.
Just lady things.
You understand, Dakota.
Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead.
I see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raised their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
Or feminism.
Yeah, I love Mondo.
So if
My
I ever
girl
find the
boss
son of the
king.
bitch who did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? That all gets sorted out when the time comes.
He's so funny.
All women are queens.
All women are queens. He's like, we'll have a conversation if it's a woman.
Hey Kyoko. I quietly called out her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
what
Why
are
is he
you
talking?
doing?
Isn't it
And he's like
obvious?
so far away from her. What are you doing?
Not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
Searching?
Why is he talking like that?
He's shy. He's 5'3". That's why.
Oh,
She
I
was
get
down
it.
on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
Are you stupid, Makoto?
He literally just told you why she was.
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems pretty concentrated on it.
Oh my god.
But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
You stupid. Are you a clean freak?
huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
See.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room.
Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here.
You know what? Now you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it because someone had used it
I
too.
see.
Very interesting.
Oh,
Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean.
was it Saika or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it?
Nice.
Nice.
More truth bullets. Can you let me go in the bathroom now?
No. This is no
I
time
should
to
look
take a
around.
chance.
I looked around here though.
Look at the
Drawer?
scratches.
The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence of that has been used at all. Which makes sense. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo?
What?
We're not exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted this out yet, far as I know. Actually, we're talking about it
By the
yesterday.
way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we?
Nice.
Nasty room.
Did you
Now
look
I-
at the scratches on the wall?
Oh, that was the same as the one on the floor.
Oh.
I literally searched. Okay, I guess I'll look at the stand. Is the display
You look at
stand
the trash can?
I'll go look. Oh, it won't let me click it. Okay,
Oh.
let's see if we have any more. What was the button?
That's so many.
Well, it's like it could be ones I've already clicked.
No, but
What
it's
the-
3 red ones.
Well, those are the speaking ones. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the dudes are pink.
What the? I literally. Leaves. I should check the room first of all. You don't wanna look at the door? Okay.
Hmm.
The trash can?
I can't click it.
Oh.
This? Okay. Lol. Can I go in the bathroom? No. Okay.
No.
We looked
The-
at the,
the
notepad.
notepad? Notepad is still here? Yeah, it's not.
Is that, did you just have to look at it? Is he done now?
Cams? Nope.
On the
What,
left.
do I look at the lint roller again? Nope.
Is the table like a thing?
No.
Uh,
On the left? Maybe I talked to Kirigiri again.
Hey,
No, she said the same.
Would you
Just said
agree?
the same.
Okay, epic. Okay, maybe we talk to him.
You son of a.
Okay, I'm about to leave. Oh, okay. No, I can't leave. I'm stuck here.
You better not be leaving.
No.
I literally don't know what I didn't click. Oh, okay.
What the?
And plus the sword's been taken out, so I guess it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with the sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way because it slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on it?
Nice.
Okay,
Okay,
are
now
you
I
gonna,
think
can
we're
I can
good.
I go in?
I'll take a
The
tinkle
bathroom. And on the other side of this door, green. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Hi, Sayaka. Looking at her made it painfully clear it was a dream or illusion. She had lost everything that made her her, Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did my waifu have to die? I had to undiscover the truth.
His assistant, you mean?
No, she... my waifu! My little cardboard waifu, she's gone.
No.
I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but the thought held me up and supported me. Yeah, she got put in the slime pit.
She got slimed. It's like those game shows.
Yeah.
She
Wow, nice
slipped and fell
toilet.
into the water. Or into the slime.
The water for the showers get turned off at nighttime. Okay. We're gonna just... Okay. Hi. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to think like that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. And according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. What's the yellow?
Yeah, what's that yellow thing? Mustard.
Oh.
Hot dog.
Hot dog before the death? She was
Yeah.
chilling in bed eating a glizzy.
So, you know, hot dog. Right before she came in.
This, okay. Right there where her wrist is, there's something glittery. Okay, it's the... and then there's some
See,
blood
that's the
on
ketchup.
Here. She's a little bit of a messy eater.
Yeah, she got it all over her.
Both palms of her hand are totally spotless, so how come only her finger?
Nice.
She had a fork.
I mean, look at the writing. She's probably writing with that hand.
She used her finger to taste test the ketchup.
Oh yeah. She's like, really
delicious. And then she forgot to lick the rest off.
Taste on point today.
That must have happened earlier on. I mean, how could have her wrist gotten broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken, and after that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. ...
She's like so perfectly placed.
I know, she's just chilling.
She's an idol. She's always gonna be on top.
She got that idol death.
Yeah, get her epic teaser photos.
Okay.
Last album cover.
Okay,
Okay.
I accidentally clicked it again.
Bro, it's so long to skip through.
There's a number right next to her.
Yeah, that's what I meant by writing.
I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her.
You
and-
guys didn't see that? It's
No.
It's like right there.
It's like in a different pink. And
Are you
there I
fucking
saw.
kidding me?
Hey, where's he seeing the other part for her? What? Written blood where the number is
You can see through her.
11037. Did Sayaka do this? I don't know.
He's
Her
counting.
wrist looks pretty broken. I don't think she's doing anything with that.
Oh, dude, she's doing her calculations.
Is there anything else in the bathroom? Let me go observe.
No.
Epic. Oops.
Yeah.
I've seen enough.
It would seem.
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message.
I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with life itself.
Do you often talk like an aspiring
I
poet?
Kiryu, you're so right.
But the numbers she wrote, oh, what do they mean? 11,037. I have no idea what.
Why did you read it like that?
Well, you want me at 11037? I have no
Yeah.
idea what that
Yeah,
could
that's how it's
possibly mean.
written.
So,
Whatever. You guys are just haters.
Stupid!
What the heck?
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you
What
were
the
to
heck?
write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
No.
The result.
well,
You can't
Think
even
about
see
it.
it. It would be
You're not gonna tell me?
slurred.
Thank Makoto. You need to uncover the mystery of this
Why is she
case. yourself.
gatekeeping?
I don't know. Because he's a gatekeep girl boss.
She's like, you have to figure this out. She's like a teacher.
Get good, man. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously you're not going to tell me. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's
There's-
one other thing I wanted you to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken?
Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Why is she like, whoa?
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
Epic.
Wait, but did he tell Sayaka that or no?
Well, he told Sayaka that how to open the door.
But only Sayaka and he knows.
Dun
Yeah.
dun dun. The plot thickens. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh?
It was Monokuma.
But he knows! But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob.
Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about.
I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob?
Can you just tell me why we have to fucking click on it?
I don't know. What the heck? The doorknob's approximately about to fall off. Why is it like this?
Oh,
Yeah.
it-
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it.
Oh, someone opened their toolkit.
Ruh-roh! Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional.
my god, it couldn't have been him because
What?
he knew about the door.
It was intentional. Why would someone
Innocent.
want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended
No
up with...
shit, bro. Holy
Oh dude, she's so smart!
According to her deductions. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thoughts. Then, apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a
second.
question at me.
I have just one more question for you.
You mentioned earlier. Oh.
You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that?
Oh, well, I did tell Saika about it last night when we switched rooms.
So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it.
Yeah, it's our shared little secret.
Interesting.
She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
See.
And then that clears that up.
Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, see you later.
As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Nice.
Nice.
I still don't really understand any of this, but I'd already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD site. Good God. With Saika dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure some other areas are worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Oh boy. Yes. Hello. He's right outside my door.
Yeah.
So, why was Saika in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Saika and I switched rooms last night. ... He didn't try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Gah! The reason Saika was killed is because I suggest we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me who died.
He's a beef starter.
he's starting his spiral.
Little smirk. Got him.
All lives.
Destroyed with facts and logic.
Pleb.
Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then
Bye.
Anyways, he's like,
Come back.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Look how fucking long his legs are. Wait.
He looks like he has heels on.
He's a little model.
He's so tall.
Okay.
He's so skinny.
It's like
Seems like
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate?
Oh, they switched it. Huh? This is Saika's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Oh, I click this one. This one here is different. The nameplates of my room and Saika's room were switched, so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Nice.
Nice. Oh my god, who switched the nameplates? That's so weird.
Very strange, Mr.
I bet it was
Nike.
this guy.
What was Miss Mizona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose any evidence in the trash room.
Do you really think I'm guilty?
They like all look at you.
They're like, guys, I didn't do it, guys. Hi, Chihiro. Oh, I thought you wanted to talk to a programmer.
You go find her.
Are they gonna let me in? Okay. What was I? Oh,
Where'd they go? Everyone.
there can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after what was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I'm going to watch this without your consent. Whee!
What are we doing? The trash room?
I think I want to go watch. Yeah, we're gonna go to the trash room, and then I'm gonna take a little sneak at the video. Like how the trash waddles.
It's gay kept.
There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Kuma appears!
Oh god, okay.
It's the end of the line.
Go for it, Kay.
You can destroy your voice
Oh, God.
again.
Yo, I can't wait. The trash! Oh, I can't even fucking do it.
No.
The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
Oh no, no one should be on this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
She's got it.
Cleaning duty.
You can't go any further.
No one should be on this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Okay.
This is stupid. It'd be faster just to go around and ask that.
You can't go any further.
Shut the fuck up. Beats him up. There's a hatch on the door. The door won't budge. It must be locked.
Nice.
Yay! More coins. It looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does.
Fucking open the.
More coins. Let's go. You can hear there's a damn monitor. What is this?
No coin.
Oh man. Here reminded must be okay. Oh, okay. I guess we'll leave.
They're going to the women's bathroom.
Oh, I guess not. He has morals. He doesn't want to go in.
Are you trying to find like the video room?
Yeah, I'll search everywhere. Or the first floor first. Go find me some coins.
An owie.
Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first time for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't. I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Just chilling. Okay. The real murder will be your voices.
That's so true.
Oh my god.
I already feel it. Like.
Like,
one,
I'm fucking Monokuma, dude.
1 hour in and you're already gone. Maybe it's a bad idea to put streaming days back to back. Oops.
Too late. We're committed.
Yeah, committed. I already made the visual. I can't redo it.
We can't go back on the visual.
Hi, Toko. Toko, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty?
Cleaning duty.
What's your problem?
Like, I know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that.
Taka. I don't
Oh,
think
I
they
see.
did these nicknames in the anime.
No, they don't.
I think the nicknames are exclusive to the English version.
You know what I mean?
Because of the poor English players.
Yeah,
They need to shorten them, I guess.
It's too long.
Racist.
Okay, nothing in here.
Appeal to the Americans.
Did someone say something in Discord? Why am I added 2 times? No,
No.
it's just it's just stream pings from a different server. Oops. Okay, let me. Where's the gamer room?
There it is. Epic gamer room.
We should watch her cool tape.
Maybe we should go look in the box first.
Okay, there's nothing inside.
Well, that was fast.
I should be able to use this to see what's going on in DVD. Okay, you put it in.
It's like. Can I see?
An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Soika. She was there along with her friends. She said it had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken then. The voice I had come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Mizuno, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Boom, boom.
So the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe.
Oh my god.
What the?
They're all dead.
Saika had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. Boobies.
Successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of Sayaka.
Poo poo
There's simply
poo.
nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
A crazy person, that's who. He or bear.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Stands there.
I see the corner.
Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning.
Really?
Listen to me.
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty.
Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no.
Huh? Okay, then who is?
Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it.
So
he's... Oh,
so he's on cleaning duty then.
indeed. But we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long.
Got it.
And when the time comes, I'll be counting on you. Hifumi, huh? Why would he
Interesting.
want
Yeah, why would he want to
cleaning
volunteer?
duty?
Alright,
feel
time
like
to
he
gamba.
would.
Gamble.
Let's go.
This is the right time to go try to get some presents.
This was right after she died.
He's like, it's time to celebrate, guys.
We only have 4 coins, dude.
Only 4? Oh man, I had more.
It's
Where
okay,
is
we'll
it?
get no doubles, guys. Wow, a flashlight.
Yay! We can see the dark.
Epic.
Wow,
Oh, a
a
doll.
doll. Can I get more perfume?
Nope. Get a book.
Please. Wow,
A bow.
a female item. Oh.
That's
R.
it.
Should probably get going.
Had his cope for the day.
A little gambling to soothe the mind.
His cope.
What's in here?
A vault.
Oh, hi, Celeste. Hey, Celeste, do you know anything about this cleaning duty stuff?
Cleaning duty? What is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka or someone else. Anyone but me, really.
Looks like some kind of mailbox, but there's nothing in it. I don't think it's gonna help me solve this case. Yay!
Yay! We can go
Go right
again.
back.
A surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. I better not get too close.
Ooh.
What's in here? The entrance is being blocked by a huge slab of metal. Okay. I guess we'll go talk to Hifumi. Wait, how do I become a little teleporter?
Yeah, why are we always walking everywhere?
Because I'm exploring. Oh,
That's
they have
true.
the people.
Hmm.
How do I go to the next floor?
The stairs.
Oh, E.
I mean, are the exclamation points the places we have already been?
Maybe they're the places we need to go.
I mean, I thought
I'll just talk to Hifumi.
we already talked to, Aoi.
Oh, maybe she has something else to say later. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
And you may fact, that's me. Why you ask? It just so happens that Maruko had talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I didn't have a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate it once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and the only person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more
So in other
convenient.
words,
Actually,
so that's it.
that must be why. If
Wow,
anyone could
Byakuya.
go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You
Liar, I know why you wanted to do
is
it.
it like
You want to dig through all the girls' trash. Looking for, and poking at it.
There's no way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for the 2D.
you know what I mean?
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of
This
time
is literally
comparing 2D and
Mota.
3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Great.
How can you not be totally embarrassed to say stuff like that?
If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing it.
What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They say he killed his wife. He never learned how to get by on the inside, but then he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living and or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, please hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled out a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate, and then...
Mr. Naegi!
Hey, Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use this trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along.
No! I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy the evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? He wants to see if you left anything behind. What? Maybe a parallel world.
Whoever, let's hurry up and keep looking.
Annoying!
There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
It looks like a cuff.
A burnt
Piece like a hunk of burning love. ...
It
looks like a
What else is this supposed to be? Anyway, this is looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is the part it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now I look at it, it's definitely some blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are a lot of people with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is.
Nice.
nice.
There's shards of broken glass scattered in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Every kidding
Dead.
aside, it's the kind that you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who has it on the quest to find out one guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who does this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now!
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this way before you leave. Okay!
It's crazy.
Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy! No, you said last time you were here the incinerator was off.
Oh, yes. About that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if.
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It was definitely not on then. I haven't been back to the trash room ever since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, yet.
So that means that someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Okay.
That is true. How? Well, I mean, can't you just like toss? Oh, they tossed it and broke the ball.
Oh. Wow. Oh, what a nice throw.
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does that all mean, Mr. Nike? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Okay, I think I got everything.
Oh
Yes.
wait, is it really that far away though? Like,
I mean, it looks pretty far. So it must be
like
playing
right there.
some basketball. Some b-ball. Or where do I go now? Oh, the gym. Map. What is that? Trash room? What? Next. Gym. Why are they not letting me teleport? No. Hello? Oh. Where the ball at? I was gonna talk to Chihiro. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, wait it. Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be code or something?
Thank you, Mota.
Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying, even if she doesn't know. Or maybe she does know more than she's letting on. No,
Liar.
couldn't be.
She's crying.
Hey, Hero, can I ask something?
Ah!
Okay. Yeah, snap out of it.
Grr. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What?
Hey, does this look familiar?
Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed, and he said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Wait, was it actually made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belongs to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS?
Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you?
Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Somebody must have come by and snatched it.
You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Okay, ball.
Nice.
Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure.
By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask. How much did you pay for that thing?
Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million.
A million?
That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world.
That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
She's just still here on the
She's chilling.
floor.
Take a nice little break.
She's napping.
I don't know what to do now.
What were we supposed to do in the first place?
Well, we found out about the ball.
Why don't we go talk? I guess we just have to talk, right?
Okay, let's go look at the...
Maybe we go to like we go to like the exclamation points.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll go look. AV room. I guess we'll just go around talking to people then, because I think we've done all the rooms that were like. Okay. Hello again.
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait! No. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it.
Forget everything I just said. Forget me!
He's so silly.
Okay.
Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha
Dot.
Me when I'm crazy.
Does Toko want to say anything? Hi, Toko-chan.
To kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit.
Bombs.
But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka?
Yes.
If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one.
That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going?
I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is very
After all,
suspicious.
where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do you need? We already have the truth.
You didn't trust me at all.
Delulu.
She is a little delulu. I can try talking to Aoi again.
Owie.
You know, investigating the dining hall. Oh, okay, never mind.
No,
She's just chilling.
she is just.
Okay, maybe we'll go to the laundry room. Wherever that is. And
I
don't mind me
don't-
looking at my map.
I don't think anyone's in here. It's her. Oh, it's Junko's magazines.
Goodbye. Okay. What the? You can click every single one?
Sorry.
Oh
But this is
boy.
good.
You think you're gonna get rewarded for doing this?
One of these is gonna have a coin, guys. Trust.
It's a washing machine that has nothing to do with this case.
Yeah!
Whoa! Let's go.
Epic.
Okay, just in case.
2 coins.
Okay. 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 Left.
Go
Maybe we
to
can
the
go-
kitchen.
Yeah, oh, maybe go to the kitchen. I've never been in there.
We never even went into this area.
Ew. Oh, because
Wow,
the
so much
kitchen, the
food.
kitchen knife is missing.
Oh yeah.
There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or better to see if anyone knows more about it?
Nice.
Epic. Nice fruit. There's a bunch of... Okay.
Nice.
Alright, it's time to coin collect.
Oh boy.
Meat.
Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food.
Nice.
Okay, what do I
That's
want here?
it.
Okay. Oops. Who would know?
Alright.
I guess we'll ask Aoi.
Cooking up.
I don't know, cooking something. She's cooking up a bad time. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning? Nope, last I remember, they're all lined up in a nice, neat row. So as you notice, one of them had disappeared. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
Oh my god.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? What? Of course not. I would never. ... Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly, I had no idea. Ding dong, bing bong.
Someone died.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
Oh wait, never mind.
Started, It's
Trial time.
Country girl.
Class,
I love you.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Poo poo poo
Boop, 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 boop.
poo. Hi, Kaiju. That's where I should go. No, that's where I have to go. Oh boy, is it first class trial?
Yippee!
Yeah. Do you have enough evidence?
Oh, I guess we do. Surely they wouldn't just start it without me having everything. Let's just do a cheeky little save.
Really?
Just in case things go terribly wrong.
Save scum.
I would never.
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
But you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can reveal the details of Makoto's crime.
So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Saka both know that all too well. But then
Echo doesn't.
Saka can't speak. She's
She's
dead.
dead.
The one who murdered Saika, is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom,
Wow.
where all your fates will be decided.
We get a little courtroom.
All down there.
So nice. It's like the base. It's like the man cave.
Oh, the gang's all here.
Hi.
Man standing.
Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Okay, let's go in. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea. ...
Dot.
Are you scared?
Are you a
It's like
pussy?
their- It's like their little one hitter catchphrases.
No, scared isn't quite right.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Saika's death. I don't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Saikatron's honor, I will find out who the real killer is. So I raised my voice to try to give myself courage. Everyone looked at me funny. I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator.
Loser. Bow, 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 bow.
With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. We are over capacity. Please exit.
It's just like beep.
They get stuck. They don't even get
There's so many. That's such a big elevator.
I know. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when the time finally comes.
Yep.
You're not gonna read it?
Like, awesome.
Rather than that, it is not. More like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment.
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Okay.
The
If you want to call it that.
Oh, the
The dookie balls.
dookie balls.
You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now,
I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
God, I can't fucking do his voice.
Everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down.
It sounds pretty good, dude.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying my best.
Hurry up now, hurry up.
What? We did what he said and found our seats. Seats? It doesn't look like they're standing. The seats are arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. I like we can see the booby shot.
That's
the
what I
bottom
did.
right.
That's why. Yeah, that's why she's there.
She's specifically right next to us. It was, okay, which event it was be easier for anyone to transfer their tension and ease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow as heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly courtroom, a deadly case, a deadly oh, he's keep going. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I do want to save. Yes.
Fuck it, we've all.
Uh-oh. What
Yeah.
is this?
Oh boy.
Class trial.
Set
Okay, we gotta
skills.
Look at our evidence, dude.
Cool and composed. I'm cool. Wait, let me read what it does. Steadies your aim. Oh, wait, I have to aim?
Yeah, do you guys shoot?
I hope it's with my mouse and not my WASD keys.
I hope it is with your WAS keys.
Steadies your aim effective during the non-stop debate and the Hangman's Gambit. Cost 2 SP. Okay. Epic. Melodious voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. I don't know what any of these mean.
Is there like auto battle? I don't think this is. This is probably not that important, right?
Okay, well, I'll save right here. I'll save with all my skills set up.
It doesn't seem that important.
Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a
He's sitting on the chair.
class trial. So,
He's like
your votes
manspreading.
will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Why did they decide to call it the blackened?
And the killer really
I
is
don't
one of us.
know. And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
And takes a little peek under the arm.
He's like a little.
Why the hell would they raise their hand?
He decided to pull a little prank.
Ask a question real quick.
Before the
It's like the heads down, thumbs up.
7 Up.
Heads up, 7 Up.
7 Up.
What's going on?
I thought it was supposed to be like them talking, but they're silent because they're dead.
I feel awful
Junko.
they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's
Oh,
barrier.
they should be able to vote too.
Yeah.
Give them votes.
Penetrates.
Bring out the fucking
Ew.
Ouija board.
What about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay. That
That's
about
so
does it
sus.
for the preamble.
Well, what
Yeah.
the? Interesting. What does that mean?
That's so
Stuff is
He's
the
like,
story.
oh, no reason. It's just supposed to fit 16 people, but no reason. LOL.
We lost one of them.
Sorry, our character designer left.
It's like we couldn't afford to have one more person.
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
Not at all.
Absolutely. No, I think I'm good.
Fuck every ball.
Things progress. You'll begin in number. Okay.
It's like Ace Attorney, dude. We fucking have. We already know.
Yeah, it's just like Ace Attorney.
Well, I
Yes,
feel like
just
there's a
like
little.
Ace
I think it's a little more active than Ace Attorney if I have to shoot people.
Wait, do you not shoot
No,
Ace
it's-
Attorney?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
man.
kinda
There's like
shoot
nothing
them.
there's like nothing time sensitive.
Boo.
Well, yeah, but there's
I'm-
choices. You have to choose the right one. You shoot them with your choice.
I'm scared. Lies are contradictions. Okay. Truth bullet. Okay. Truth cylinder. Okay. Let's
My
ballot.
truth
Let's mouse
cylinder.
button.
The
Shoot.
gameplay goes crazy.
Sarahman, use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail. Okay, escape, and you can review the controls. Okay. Oh, I'm scared.
It's like the monkey. It's like the monkey song.
Evidence of a
The
struggle.
monkey song.
The monkey gif where they like go in a circle.
Was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
I assert
Okay,
that the one
cool.
who was murdered was Sayaka.
Okay, true.
Murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay, true,
Makoto's
true.
room.
In the bathroom.
Okay.
So it seems most likely that the
killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No, there was
I don't
struggle.
think so.
To resist.
That one. No, dude,
Yeah,
no.
this one right now. Woo, bam.
Huh, there's something
fucked
odd about that
up.
last. Really? I messed up?
You have to hit the orange one, not the other one.
Wait,
But I did
she
click. I thought I did
shoot
click
it.
that. I did click the orange one.
No, you took too fucking long. You
What?
went away.
Wait,
She
what?
stopped talking.
Oh,
You
okay.
do it while she's still talking.
Okay, do it again. I think
Oh,
it would have like shattered the screen.
Yeah, it goes.
Okay. Okay, I can fast forward with the control
I
key.
assert that the one who was
Their voices go high pitched.
So it seems most like the killer must have taken her by
Okay,
surprise.
now
No,
wait,
no.
Oh wait.
no,
Oh, okay.
now.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Okay, I got it now.
She said, "Sorry."
Sorry, I thought I had to click it
Just a second,
first.
Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a
God, his
struggle.
fucking voice.
Hey, I think it fits him perfectly.
No, it does not. It's not my Nike.
Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
And the killer's me.
Dagon.
Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
That's the less accent.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow.
I forgot what she fucking sounds like.
Trial.
Or so he's the Carrie's British impression.
Fuck you guys.
We need to determine what was Tsuko Sayaka. Oh, we spinning round.
Woo! Gang's all here.
Wait, are they always gonna be orange?
Yeah, the thing you shoot, yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
Okay.
Some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the
I
murder.
love how they shake.
They're getting intense!
No, that's wrong.
Got that wrong!
No.
No.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right.
Hey, guys. I would never.
Oh no.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
No. She's right. That's gotta be a break. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a little bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge. Okay. Okay. Wait, why would I need to slow down though?
It can go kind of fast because you gotta aim.
Oh, it wasn't just appear anywhere on the screen?
No, yeah, it's gonna like.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like it's like flash at you, so it's fine.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken
I love the little party music going on. Break!
You're so good!
Hold on.
Yeah, epic gameplay.
Okay,
And
wait.
this is hard. This is hard mode, by the way. BT
Have you
tips.
It's just the first trial, surely.
No, we're epic gamers,
Go
dude.
ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Okay, cool. We love her flashback.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Did you see me do it?
No,
You don't think
he definitely
so?
wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire
I
time.
mean, she doesn't.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
The little zoom in.
What about this?
There's no way.
The idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I be involved in something like that?
I like how their expression doesn't change in the enhanced portrait, so they're just shaking.
If
They're
there is an
pulsating.
accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Wow, Monokuma, no spoilers.
So I'm not the killer.
Whoa, got her, Nike.
Who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh, I can.
I can.
Sakura was with me the entire
She's
time.
kind of British.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's me. Right.
But then,
Why'd you
couldn't
say
either
that?
one of them have grabbed the knife?
I thought they did
Actually, no,
introductions.
because,
He's just stupid.
well,
He forgot.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh, it did what, Sakura?
Oh my god, a gay
Sakura, what's going
moment.
on?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just
Okay,
asked
but
her to stay
Hina and
over.
Sakura are besties.
Which
Or,
means we have
unless...
airtight
Or
alibis.
something more.
They were roommates.
Nope.
One of the school regulations?
Lesbians?
The lesbians! Toko's getting a little unhinged. It's her Fujoshi inside of her. She doesn't like Yuri.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But
We
it
got a
doesn't
jump
seem
scare.
we have to sleep in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together.
Ishimaru!
Unwholesome.
Unwholesome!
I'm a girl.
What?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
I'm an ally, I promise!
But if it wasn't either of you,
He's an
then what
LGBT
possibility
foe.
is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here? Whoa, what are they talking about?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka!
What?
Done. Oh no, I didn't. So the person who took the knife from the
Sayaka.
kitchen was.
Sayaka.
I got it!
Hey! Backseating me.
What? She just said it! What are you debating?
I thought it was Junko. Lol.
What?
Because I thought she said that they died.
Sayaka! She said Sayaka came to the room and then she died!
Oh, you guys are so mean to me.
Competition.
Guys, I'm not gonna survive a clash trial.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Her waifu instincts to go make something because she wants to cook up something.
She was making me a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't have zero brain cell. I'm actually, it's just really hard.
It's not.
As she left, she said she just
I just
wanted
have
to
poor
drink
comprehension.
water.
That does not
Most
correlate
likely.
to how smart I am.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
No, it was, she went on a killing spree.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Whoa.
Oh, what, guys?
Too far, Kagami.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Absolutely. Hangman's Gambit. Important phrase. I'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around. The
Oh my God, this
letters.
sucks.
I
hate
have to
this one.
shoot the complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Is this like the spelling bee?
Yes.
Oh no.
But the letters are like flying around.
Oh, okay. Use the design. If you shoot the wrong letters, you suffer damage to your influence gauge. Okay. Something that should have been the scene but wasn't. That was a crucial point. If I can think, I don't even know. Lol. Oh, we're going space.
Mind palace moments.
What was the? Why is it different colors? Why are there so many H's?
Yes. What are we trying? What's the clue? What are we trying
It's
to spell?
something that was supposed to be in the room that
Obviously
wasn't.
high.
Look at H.
It's obviously high.
Or guys, I think I'm not doing this. A. Guys, I don't even know what the word is. What's missing?
You have to figure out what. I mean, just make it a.
Oh,
fucking
hair!
word.
It's hair. H. Wait, well, why is it like not doing anything?
There are only four.
I clicked H, A. Wait, why is it not working? Am I clicking
Maybe
it wrong?
it has to be the same color.
No.
Oh, they have. Wait, why is it not clicking, guys? Oh, I have to.
Oh my God.
I have to
You
double
have a
click
minute
it.
left.
Oh
I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to click them. Okay. Sorry.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit,
That was the super epic hard gameplay. That.
why would I need
I
to
mean,
sign up
I
for?
had to think for a minute. I was like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, but Nagi's just like standing there like, oh.
H.
What is it, guys? And they're all like looking at him like.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own
It wouldn't
room?
be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No.
They would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true.
Why do you laugh like that?
Okay, then why isn't there any hair on it?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other
No.
reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Okay. Oh, why is everything timed? It's stressing me out. Broken bathroom doorknob.
I got it. Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded.
He's like
that will help
smirking.
you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but what's the key point here? Okay.
No.
No, I need to hear.
No more tutorial.
There'll be a number of weak spots, okay? But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are not necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
if you reach
forget.
0, you'll die. Okay. Wait, is it talking about the orange?
What?
I don't know what this is talking about. Oh, is it I shoot them again? But I have to make sure I shoot the right one?
I think.
Bathroom door frame.
Is it the only bullet? Oh.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
Finally.
But no! I missed it! Okay. Let's keep going.
We already know the answer.
Okay.
The incident took place in Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran after her, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to because Sayaka had locked it.
Boom.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
No, that's wrong.
Why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail, something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. The didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
Got it!
Got it!
Must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do.
Yeah, I would
since
never.
I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have
For
any
serious.
other
For
thoughts or
serious.
questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just
Why did
dropped
she
the
say it
key
like that?
somewhere and the culprit picked
Yes.
it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
There's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already know the answer. What is this? Switching rooms?
I got it!
Got it!
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
God, I'm a natural.
You're so good at danganing.
Yeah, I'm just like Makoto Naegi.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened
Your
the
epic
I-
Ace Attorney.
Yeah, my Ace
experience.
Attorney knowledge coming through.
You trained for this moment.
Hey, I just didn't know how to shoot the bullets, okay? It's not like I didn't know how to spell hair.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Oh.
What the?
Not my trap line.
Something
She
like
would
that.
never lie to me.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, winky face. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I read it out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also...
Why is so angry? Why is Monto so angry?
Makoto's room.
He didn't think of it first.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't.
I didn't, but...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Did that note Sayaka wrote it?
Why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Okay, he fooled me.
I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Uh-oh. We're on the little merry-go-round.
Dude, can I give you voice actor spoilers or no?
Oh, wait, I'm concentrating. You can tell me when they're in the downtime. What's that?
So if someone read that note,
Oh, oops.
then they would have gone to exactly the room. So in other words, they would not have any.
It certainly would seem that way.
They're high-pitched.
Sayaka and Makoto wrote in the note. The place it specifically says my room.
What? You're immediately the worst tiring. Please stop wasting my time.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Okay.
But in the note, the place they were asked to
It has to be that one, right?
It specifically says
Because
my
then there's no other gold ones.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that
Oh, wait.
Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Wait, okay, so it's definitely the nameplates, but I don't know, like, which one to shoot.
The first one.
The first one?
I think. That's the only one that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my
No.
god! I'm dying! I'm dying!
Sayaka and Makoto got in the note. It specifically says, I see. Then they would have gone exactly
the room.
No, that's wrong.
I hope you can gain back hearts, guys.
Just don't lose.
Sayaka's rooms got switched.
I'm sorry, I have bad comprehension. It's not my fault. It's just like Ace Attorney, you know which one you like how the case is supposed to go, but then you don't know the right items to click in order for the game to get your message across.
Switched? That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, They would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Right? Why do you sound so suspicious saying that?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka. Oh, I got a half heart back, guys. Untrustworthy. Me and Sayaka. Okay.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something okay.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with the killer there.
Are you stupid?
That's the answer to our previous question.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because, where's her little Sayaka's wrist?
I got it! All you
Oh
have to
boy,
do
more
is take a
hearts
good
back.
look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
It's like pee.
Should do a little tingle.
It's like the thing where, like, to heal a jellyfish wound, you like tinkle on it. But
Yeah,
the myth, I think it's not actually true though.
That is.
Well, like it's like you're better off just like not doing it. That.
I think you're wrong. I think you need to pee all over yourself.
No. Golden shower. It sure is. Specifically the gold coating from the replica
Barely
sword.
have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword.
You interrupt him.
Because he got it, that's why.
So the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. Oh boy, there's even more I need to know? Okay. Okay, I'm getting... Okay. I'll start loading multiple truth bullets. Oh no!
Rapid action.
Only... Okay. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each... Oh... Seems a little difficult, guys. Make your argument. Oh. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Whoa.
That's what broke Miss Mizoner's wrist.
My zoners.
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
A sword was used first and then the knife came afterward. Was it really the order of events? That leads to some unexplainable details.
fighting broke out.
Maybe the sword sheath.
Grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I don't think it was a sneak attack. Oh god, I was too slow.
Too good, man.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had within the culprit and they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, wait, okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was a sword-based sneak attack.
No.
Okay, let's go. First try.
Whoa! You're so good at Danganronpa.
Actually, no.
It started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Okay. Her palms. I'm almost back at full health again.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Okay.
There's really no way she could have picked.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
But I don't think so.
You say that
Stupid.
because you think I'm ugly?
That's not it at all.
Because the water was off. Yay! I'm on fire, guys.
Time of death was around 1:30
Let's
a.m.
fucking go.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Ew. She's been here for like...
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway,
Crickets.
Sayaka never touched the sword, and that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
I thought she was the one who took it.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu
Sayaka, how dare you try to kill someone?
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
No.
Now you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Smirks.
The knife from the kitchen then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is
Sayaka would never.
Not my waifu.
On me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
You snake-ass bitch, Sayaka.
Leaving the murder there instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched
Mr.
rooms.
Naegi.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable
Ha,
of that
soft-hearted.
kind of cutthroat behavior.
Why do you say his name like that? Makoto.
Makoto.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
You're a pussy,
He
Naegi.
was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Backfired.
It's not
She
awesome.
launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Thank you for your input.
Do something! I'm gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue that can lead us to find out who killed her. Trash duty?
It's easy just to say, hey,
Nah, it's
decide who
the
did it.
the message.
But there just aren't any more clues,
Oh.
right?
Am I supposed to put in the any more clues?
I think so.
Or the
yeah.
all clues we found up at this point? Or
I think either one. Well, they're both gone now, so.
okay, it's okay. We got time.
We don't do something!
Okay. Yeah.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
No. Break.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message.
Dining.
She wrote something on the wall behind her.
What did you say?
Remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too
Oops.
far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it!
Got it.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight. so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Okay, I don't know what I don't know what she's cooking.
Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Leon!
Right.
Dun
The
dun
connecting line
dun.
is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
God, asshole.
These cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's okay, Makoto. I know. I'm the little fairy inside your head.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh, I guess Kirigiri's our little fairy. Help Makoto out when he's too stupid.
Dumbass.
I think maybe I see something.
Now I see
Oh my god.
This is so crazy.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Goodbye, Leon.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
That's really funny that he's like, yeah, I came up with that.
Turn the message around.
With no help at all.
Actually, if you turn it 180 degrees, I just noticed this myself. It spells Leon.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
Thank you for spelling. Oh, right, because they're Japanese, so they don't... I see why this was kind of a struggle for them now.
What the hell are you talking about?
Wait, why would it be?
It's just a coincidence.
Because it's not his name in kanji or whatever?
I thought it's... Oh, I don't know.
It's just
Both.
a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Like, hey, guys, it don't look very random.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message.
Hey,
on
what
the
did it look
wall
like in
behind her as she
Japanese
was
then?
leaning up against
It's this. That's where it takes him so long to figure it out.
Wait, okay, let me look.
They don't change. It's the same clue.
But it's still well, I don't know. She wrote the... Oh, because it's still... Oh, I thought it was like they wrote it in like katakana and it was like you could have just flipped it over.
No, they wrote it in English. That's why they're like, whoa, this is so crazy, guys. Like,
Wow.
you read English.
You guys know English? She wrote the message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up
that
against it.
position, She couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, the sleeve. Burnt shirt piece.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
How do you not notice that?
Leon.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Isn't that right, Leon?
There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
I don't know.
Can't say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something we need to pay. How it was disposed of?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. No, it took a while for him to think about it. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves that Leon is a real killer. Okay, I think it's the shattered crystal ball that I'm gonna have to use.
The trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Okay.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the
okay.
only possible suspect is whoever had the trash.
Okay, so the person who...
Why are you squeals like that?
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it.
So the only one who could... the person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the... No.
Get destroyed. No, that's wrong! Break.
Loser.
I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it? Some kind of glass
Wait, he
ball?
just brought that in his pocket?
His hand, like, all set up from lifting it up.
This, and then it's like all bloody.
He passes out. He slit his wrists on accident.
Goodbye, world. I'm going out with Sayaka.
But how would you use it?
Always have my like hands off the keyboard after I leap and that's it. Like an option.
And threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Okay, we remember.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Fucking pulsating in the corner.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire, if the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30
Good thing
feet,
he's a
right?
pro sports gamer.
Oh my
There's no
god!
need to throw a glass
Baller.
ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible. Difficult.
But you're a baller.
Impossible? I don't think so.
The killer is.
Ultimate baseball star.
The
Whoa.
killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
Bring space so aggressively.
Stupid you sound right now.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Goodbye, Leon.
You want, Leon.
Where?
All the questions have been answered.
Say what you want, but you're dead.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Okay, we'll okay. Complete summary of the case. I'll have to reproduce it in the form of a comic book. But you'll notice that there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you might get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck. I hope this isn't timed or else I'm gonna die.
It is. You have 10 minutes though.
Oh, okay, so wait, oh my god, it's like manga format.
No, go to the next one.
Oh, I'm missing stuff. Okay, you know what? We'll do the ones that we've done first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Ball.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
wait,
that's
no,
shirt.
wait, no, okay. This is shirt. Okay, where's the...
Oh wait, no, go back. The green button. It'd be that, I think. Oh, wait, where's their tools?
Wait, wait, what the... Oh, he has to grab the ball, okay.
Yeah, okay, that's the green button. It hits the green button. It's like epic. Epic moment.
Oh, it's like still going on, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. He's still shaking it, lol.
I think it's before that, the other one.
No. I feel like... Wait.
Oh, where are the other pieces?
I
Can you
gotta shoot
scroll?
him. Oh. LOL!
Oh my god.
Oh, and then he
That's not the
threw.
green button. This is a shirt.
Oh, then what the heck is the green button going on for?
Oh no, man.
Okay, maybe some of them are just.
There's there for fun.
Oh, then her. Wait, isn't that a little redundant?
Yeah. Is that all the pieces we have left? Do you scroll anymore?
God.
Okay.
Wait. I'm confused.
Wait, does it tell you what it is? Click on the little question mark again.
First with Saika, they noticed something in my room. Well,
The sword.
The sword. They use that object to deflect Sayaka's attack. Okay. Then.
That one.
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot more.
Okay, okay, we have to. After
Go
the killer. After the killer counters. Yeah, you will use repeating art. Okay. After the killer counters Sayaka's attack with an attack of her own, what they do next? They unsheathed it. Okay. Okay, maybe we don't need another jiggling doorknob for suspense.
Knock, knock, knock.
They forced the thing open.
Oh, the screwdriver.
Okay. After she was stabbed, okay.
The message.
He's like, it's cleaning time. Okay, well, I'll double check what this says. Okay.
No, you're good. He's cleaning. He's so nice and clean. Okay.
Okay, what are we missing?
Oh.
Oh, he opens the door.
Reenact!
Reenact!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words,
I like how he's just standing there. With like booty cheeks out.
from what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Whoa.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Crucially?
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
This is like creepypasta.
Goodbye, Sayaka. It's like
Oh,
the crooked man.
Oh my god, you're right!
Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing,
Beware the crooked man.
she wrote it on the wall behind her.
He's just waiting.
Was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their
Hard day's work.
shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Wow, nice muscles.
Striptease. Oh, wait, he's just like cleaning their
He's getting to work.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the
But how does he even throw anything
destroy their
between
bloody
there?
shirt.
It's like the bars.
He's the ultimate baseball star.
Using the incinerator there, but the trash
He's
room
so
was
awesome.
He's so good.
Throwing and catching.
So they came up with a plan to use hero. The killer managed to roll the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. And that's because the killer was
The ultimate baseball star.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
I love his adjectives.
He's the best fanfic writer.
Having destroyed the final piece of
That is what he's doing right now.
I imagine a sigh of relief.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
He's floating. Ba-boom.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh, you're so cute. Not Leon, but
It would appear that hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
I didn't know they put comics in here. I think it looks nice.
It's a multimedia experience.
And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of it.
The ball.
So, Leon, do you
Balls.
object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object.
Hell yes.
I object. I mean, all of this is just a
He's
bunch
going
of
to
stupid
rage.
theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? I have the evidence? A bullet time battle? Okay.
You know, a shootout.
What the? What is this? Is this a rhythm game? Is this Ensemble Stars?
I hope so. Oh my god. Tap the buttons, man. USA. USA.
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as BTB, by the way. Stupid! You want to destroy your opponent's statements in the time with the rhythm? Match your button press with each tempo marker. Yeah, kill him with rhythm gains. You're over, Leon. Like says dancing.
It's DDR, man. Extreme.
Match your with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Wait, what button am I supposed to use? Oh, okay. Lol.
Mouse.
You press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the tempo. So I just got to click any of them?
No, you gotta click the right ones. Maybe you do just click any of them. I don't remember actually.
I think you click any of them. I think you're just trying to just do it on the rhythm. Like I die. I hope I don't lose my spot in the trial.
You get executed instead.
he's frothing. At that point, you can use you just shoot them. And at that point, you press allowed to shoot down with a truth bullet.
Dot dot dot.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid.
Oh, if you lose, you can try again. Okay, awesome. Stupid. Wait, I get less mono coins? Oh man, I can't lose. Those are all gifts for Byakuya. Okay, right mouse.
He's so close.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Oh god, I don't know how to do this.
Shut up.
Hey guys.
Just click the little dots, dude, when it's on the dot.
Not a chance. You lied.
Wait, do I have to?
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied.
I be silent because I have to concentrate.
That's the middle.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied.
Wait, I don't know how to.
When it's in
I
the
don't.
middle,
I
you
don't.
click it.
Not a chance.
No, I know I click it, but don't I have to?
You lied.
Like, I have to click. Wait, did I die? Oh no!
You're
My
kind of
mono
ass,
coins. Wait, maybe I need to reread the.
Huh? You just click it on beat, and then when it's the finishing movie, you click again.
Wait, why did they give a timer?
Are
Can't
you
give
gonna
up
kill
now.
yourself?
Okay, let me reread that. Okay. You want to... Okay. Match your button presses. Okay. Oh, I have to do it at the tempo. Oh. Lol. Okay, I think I get it now.
When the killer broke the... So what did...
I refuse to acknowledge. Stupid, stupid,
Stupid. Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Oops.
You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding
Hope I was
me?
going faster.
Not a chance. You lied. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
You kidding me?
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Stupid. You lied.
Stupid.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Speed run.
Not a chance. You lied.
You could die, Leon.
Final strike. Nasally little voice.
Goodbye.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the
69
killer used to
combo.
remove it.
Yeah, tremble in your boots, Leon. I figured out the rules.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Your very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing me the
Stupid.
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Stu. Question mark? Now he's despairing.
He's going sicko mode.
So, you
Smirks.
Then it
I
would
broke
seem
him.
We are finished here.
Bye, Leon.
Shouldn't have murdered.
No, please. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, I got scared. It's okay. It's still 8 total.
Looks like you've reached
I'm
your
cashing
verdict.
in.
Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Yippee.
You all have a lever
I
in
love
front of
democracy.
you. Use it to make your selection.
God bless America.
Oh, Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Guilty.
Leave Las Vegas. Oh god.
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. Well, Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Doi. Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's why.
So that's why I killed her first.
Already different.
One wrong step and you would have been the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like
It was
this.
just unlucky. That's all.
Why is he reading every other line?
Grr.
Hey, come on!
Hey, come on, you accept me? You expect me to just accept my own death? Dot. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Psycho is trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video! Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, Makoto just got away with like some ruined looking couch. And that was it. With his like little videotape. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
Oh, I'm not gonna read that again. Lol. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them in Sayaka. I. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Yo, I need you on my side when you throw me when I throw you under the bus. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know.
She sniffed out your Omega vibes.
He looks very submissive and breedable.
Perfect for my Kikaku.
Sayaka and Leon were the first two character designs, so it said devs killed them early to get rid of them. Goodbye. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once they're dead, that's that. They had... Oh, oops.
Yeah. No, go on. I can fucking wait.
Nah, I was just gonna... They got sick of Leon's ponytail beard.
I love his beard ponytail. So
They're like, no more. Okay.
The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the inside, but inside, she just into pure madness.
What would you say?
I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right?
Despair.
Compassion Intimacy, love. The stronger the feelings, the stronger the despair when the could collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
Oh god!
But
That's enough.
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise against my supple, weak skin.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. ...
Damn it!
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself at the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. Oh.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shot herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had a number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either because the one to blame is him!
Wow.
If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world.
Even political over here.
Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just, shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Yeah, he's so submissive. Okay.
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
Baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
His beer got so spiky.
Oh, 3D Monokuma!
Oh, the slays. I love the executions.
Oh, he's been dragged. Guys, what you all looking at? Oh, he's reaching. Put your hands away.
No!
Where's he going?
To the toilet.
Oh, he's going wakeboarding without the water. He's dying and you're laughing. I'm sorry. Sorry, Leon. It was the ponytail beard.
That was his sex appeal, man.
Oh, everyone's watching?
Better. Swing.
He died via baseball.
Alright, that's a lot of fucking balls.
Oh,
dude.
he's spinning.
He's
Goodbye.
getting balled all over.
Robert Akuma, are you sure he's not the ultimate baseball player? Died via 1,000 balls.
Why is his picture there? It's like, whoa, poggers.
What the? He's just hanging. Hey, he was in the intro. I guess I never noticed it was him.
They got you.
Oh, it got me good. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control.
What's going on?
I can't take it. Oh, I can't take this anymore. Oh, wait, I can't take it. I like slipping. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Oop, oop, oop.
I'm not doing that.
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil? You make us look like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
How are you?
Don't do that to the bear. He doesn't have a butthole.
He's a virgin.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right?
Yeah, Mondo's choice of words.
No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regret from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut for free of the outside world being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think,
boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
It's his dark side talking. What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills,
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
sorry, I said everything I gotta say.
Is it Monokuma's live stream?
Can I get a like and chat?
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just
lied.
Actually, no. Everyone moved on pretty fast. Everyone just lost their sense of everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone.
God.
No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. but it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk about. ...
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
Was she?
I
Really?
think she was thinking of Leon, the name she wrote down.
Yeah. She was thinking of me? You can't just teach something like that. Yeah, Sayaka's no longer my Oshi. She's dead to me.
Moved on.
I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't even ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think?
No.
Her final thought, Leon, was how she could protect you.
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. I just think she didn't want to die in vain, dude.
She was like, I'm taking them down with me.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was gonna already double cross him and get him killed. So,
I'm like she's really giving too much thought to poor old Nagi.
yeah. Maybe she's trying to make him feel better. Oh. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
anyway.
I'm lying. She was uncertain.
Her other finger is crossed.
Behind her back. Nagi dared turn around. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. I think she was pretty sure.
I don't know.
Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. ... I can.
I'm already over it.
No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
Skill issue.
Okay.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Dumbass. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? What else are you gonna
Because
talk
you
about?
never want to talk to me about Oh, well. ... I'm psychic.
What?
Aw. You stole her catchphrase.
Kidding. Oh no! Makoto's alters! Is this what's gonna happen? Now he's gonna start saying stupid, 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 stupid.
Oh my god, that's what he meant by he's gonna carry their withers. He steals their personality.
He's the personality snatcher. I just have a pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. Ew.
Yeah, oh my god.
Little splooge noise.
A little bit too slow damagey for me.
Wow, we're down 3 people. 1 chapter. To be continued. Wow, Despair Bat as a present.
Oh boy.
He's gonna have all 14 personalities inside his head.
Stupid.
What is the loneliest number achievement unlocked? Okay. Yes. Do you think we should end the chapter here? Since it's like start a new chapter with the next one.
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay. Thanks for joining my stream, guys. We will be back with chapter 2 on Friday. Also known as Friday. At the same time.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.